We've worked a lot with problem solving, and we know how to solve problems that have hidden questions in them or that they have multiple steps. Today, we're going to learn how to solve problems by first looking at the problem and solving a simpler problem first. Let's look at this problem here. Let's say that the problem is we need to count how many rectangles there are. That's a big problem. Let's break it down into small steps. The first step is let's just see how many rectangles there are that are just like this. So I look and I count 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 rectangles that look just like that. Now the thing is though, in shapes, a rectangle has 4 sides and 4 right angles. So if you look, this could count as a rectangle also. So let's look. How many rectangles are just like this? And if I count, I can see here's 1, and then here's 2. So there are 2 rectangles that look like that. But rectangles could also be long also. So this could also be a rectangle. How many rectangles look like this? And if I count, I can see that there are 2. And then last but not least, finally, we have one giant rectangle that looks like this. So how many rectangles look like this? Well, there's 1. I broke down the problem into smaller steps, and now what I have to do is I have to add up all the different rectangles. So we've got 4 plus 2, which is 6, plus 2 more, which is 8, plus 1, that is 9. So that means in this problem here, there are 9 different rectangles. Let's look at this triangle. The question is, how many triangles do you see? Well, let's break it down. Let's just see how many small triangles by themselves that we see. So I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to say that there's 5. And then I'm going to count the big giant one with everything in it, and I'm going to see that there's 1. Let's now break them down on the inside. If you look, I can connect these lines together, and there's another one. So I'm just going to put a little tally mark, and then I'm going to put these 3 lines together. And there's another one, so I'm going to put another tally mark. I'm just breaking it down into smaller steps. So then I break it down again, and I look and I see here's a triangle here. So I'm going to make a tally mark. And then if I do it the opposite way, I can see that there's another triangle here. So that would be 1 more tally mark. Then I'm going to break it down one more time, and I can see that here's 1 more triangle, so there's another tally mark. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and there's 1 more triangle. I don't think that there's any more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add up all the ones that I have found. So I'm going to take my 5 that I found here plus my 1, and that's 6. Then I'm going to use my 6 over here, I'm going to add them together, and this triangle